Let's go, drinks on Dusty, let's start the show. Drinks on Dusty, coming in hot, coming in to blow up the spot. The guests be picking, what we be drinking, we don't know what Dusty is thinking. We are here to have a good time, see where the convo may just climb. Sit back, put your drinks up, go on y'all, fill up your cup. Drinks on Dusty, let's go. Come on y'all, start the show. Oh no. Woo!
To cheers.
We do have to cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Welcome to the newest Drinks on Dusty episode. This is my good friend. She's an actress. She's a dancer. She's a choreographer. She is semi-fresh off of her international tour of A Chorus Line.
Semi-fresh?
Fresh? I don't know what you are. She's performed all over in the city in the best cabarets, 54 Below, West End. She's fucking phenomenal. And her biggest compliment is she's gotten fucking drunk with me at bars. So welcome to the podcast, Lauren Garriot.
Yes.
Woo! Lauren,
I'm
how
excited.
you fucking feeling?
I feel incredible. I feel great.
Cheers. Now we can cheers. We can cheers.
Oh yes, let's do a toast.
Cheers. Let's fucking
Cheers.
do it. Lauren, can you tell everybody what we're fucking drinking today? What are we drinking?
We decided to have a non-alcoholic drink this evening.
We
Which
did.
we're excited about.
And then everyone else that listens is like, I only listen for drunk ass
Like,
Dustin.
excuse me. I think that you're gonna be just as weird sober.
Yeah,
So
I mean, we'll see. But I had it at the beginning of the episode. But yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, I'm currently on my couple months of not drinking that I'm doing. I'm on 6 weeks currently. 6 weeks of hadn't had a fucking beer or whiskey. So yeah, but Crown Royal, please sponsor me.
You got it. Because we didn't want to break the streak. I didn't want to break your streak. So we're having a Moscow Mule.
Yes.
But it has ginger beer. What is it? Ginger beer, lime, and...
Did you put water in yours?
Club soda. No.
Club soda, okay. I did LaCroix.
I put club soda.
LaCroix.
Mm.
I did LaCroix. But this is actually...
off-brand shit.
That's
why I was late, because I couldn't find ginger beer. So I did find it, but it's like really shitty ginger beer.
Where do you live at again? What area? You're in my area.
Heights.
In the Heights, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went to Superfood Town. They got like 2 brands.
I went to like a Key Food.
What did you? I got.
And I asked a nice man, and he was like, "Yeah, see, that's what I wanted. I wanted the nice bottle, but instead I have like a 2 liter of ginger beer now."
Wait, really?
Because it's the only thing I could find. And I asked the guy who worked there, and he looks at me, he goes, "I don't know." I was like,
dude,
okay.
get the fuck out of my face. I'm trying to get off of work,
sorry.
and I need you to leave me the fuck alone. But this is such a refreshing drink, Moscow. I never order Moscow Mules, but like when you do, I'm like, these are fucking awesome. Why don't I ever order these?
You need to have it
The
in
copper.
a copper
I almost
mug.
Yes,
It's
I almost
very
went and bought
important.
one. I kind of forgot. Why is it important
We
to have
have
in
it
the
here.
copper mug?
Because it just tastes better. It gets all, look at this. Do you see that like condensation that I can draw? Look, I can see you in it.
Holy shit, that is pretty awesome.
I can see you.
I'm failing. I know I do because anytime you looked it up.
It's that thing, you know?
It's that fucking thing. Lauren, how do we fucking know each other?
Because we have thrown 700 birthday parties together. Me and Dusty.
We have done
run around in weird costumes.
Weird costumes. Hey, I don't. I make my fucking team do it. I make the team do it.
Yeah, so me.
So yeah,
So me.
you're the good. You're
Whenever
the better.
we work together, it's always me.
Yep, not me.
Let's be clear.
Hey, you do it. I'll do the talking and the fucking thing. But for any of you who don't know, the company that we work for, Lauren and I hold the same position. So it's like an actor-friendly job, which is why we do it. Actor-friendly, weekend work.
The good old
We would
times.
lead one of the jobs other than teaching the youngins that we do. We lead birthday parties and events, and they get wild. They get crazy. But that is how I met this lovely woman.
I don't really remember like the moment we met though.
You do?
Oh, no, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Oh, yeah, I don't.
I know. I wish I did. I was thinking about it when I was like filling out your little thing.
Like
and I was like, what was the first time?
It's usually, I don't feel like it's ever good. I feel like the first time people meet me, it either
at work. So how bad could it be?
Dude, some people think I'm a douchebag. I don't know. People think I'm a douchebag.
It's a Nebraska douchebag.
Just a Nebraska asshole.
You can't be a douchebag when you're drinking a Moscow Mule. It's physically impossible.
Is that true? I feel like it. You don't.
Yes. Because like a beer, douche drink.
Beer is a douche drink?
Whiskey is like a classy douche. It could be. I also hate.
I like whiskey. Whiskey's my shit. Crown Royal is my shit.
Too.
Let me
I also
rephrase
love
that.
whiskey.
Crown Royal is my shit. No, I don't really
Specifically
fuck
Crown
with any.
Royal.
Specifically Crown
What
Royal.
about like? Wait, have you ever had like Woodford Reserve?
I've
That's
had
like
it.
fancy.
I mean,
And you
see,
would
Crown
rather have
Royal's
Crown
fancy.
Royal?
Yeah, Crown Royal's fancy to me.
Is it?
It's probably not. It was
I
fancy
actually
for
have
the
no
rest.
idea.
Again, yeah, someone's like Dustin doesn't. I've never been like a hardcore drinker. I fucking drink beer, but I would always remember in college, like when it was like New Year's, I would get Crown Royal and I was like, yeah, I'm fucking rich, or like that was like the splurge for get Crown Royal. So I would
College
get.
is why I can't drink vodka. So
Wait, why? What'd you do? Is there a certain reason, or just because you drank so much of it?
It's just because we would have like the really bad vodka and
Like
like
the
mix
fucking-
it with like warm lemonade from like the
Did you have-
cafe.
Did you have? Well, you'd mix it with warm lemonade from the cafe.
Because you would buy the lemonade and you would mix it, but by the time you did anything, it was warm. So, and it was like Nikolai vodka and Vlad Burnett's. Have you ever had that?
Dude, that's what I was just about to say. I would fuck with Burnett's so hard because you could get the fucking huge thing of Burnett's for fucking under like $10 in
Yes.
Nebraska.
Yes.
So you would just buy a shit ton
Oh
of
my
that.
God, Nebraska.
But if you mix vodka enough, though, I don't think it matters too much. But did you drink it like straight?
But all I can taste is like shitty vodka. It doesn't matter. I could be having Tito's, and it takes me straight back to some like basement party, and I just can't do it. I can't.
So you
do
can't
it.
drink any vodka at all?
I mean, I will sometimes. Like I'll have it in a Moscow Mule because that's what it comes
okay.
with. But you can't taste the vodka.
So you just have to.
But I can't have I can't have like a like a vodka soda or something. Makes my whole body like.
And it's like, this is the first football season I've been able to just sit and watch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, y'all understand? Like this, like people are like, what do you do on the weekend? I'm like, I sit and watch football now because I never get to. Like we would have parties all the time. We'd have work all the time. Any job I've had, it's me working on the weekends.
Literally, I'm going to watch football on Sunday. And I was like, I don't ever do this. We should do that.
We should.
Because there's all these like cute places with TVs outside now.
Have you found a Bengals bar in New York City?
I have.
You have?
I don't know.
Have you been there?
I haven't been there since the pandemic. But I did go there once. It's like down in the Lower East Side.
Yeah, that was good. The Packers bar, the Wayland, is officially open. So I'll probably wait till I'm drinking again to go back there. So after I hit 2 months, I'll probably go there for a weekend and watch one of the games.
I have games outside too.
Yeah, I think they moved the TVs outside. I think they're doing stuff. So
let's go. I'll go to a Packers bar with you.
Let's fucking go. See, I'll go to the Bengals. Hey, speaking about your Bengals, they're gonna kill Joe Burrow. They're gonna kill him.
Joe Burrow.
Now he came out of that draft, and I love that I can talk to you about football. They're killing him at the fucking Cincinnati. They're killing him in Cincinnati, Lauren.
I know, but that's what we do. That's where quarterbacks go to die.
Yeah, well, I would like for him not to die. I feel bad for the guy. He's not going to be
trying. He's trying.
He's
hard.
trying, but he just interviews about when he's pissed about him losing. I'm like, hey man, yeah, that sucks. But
we're
hey,
here for you. Did you
number
see
one draft pick?
Did you see the cute videos of him talking to the refs though?
No. What did he say to the refs?
He like goes up. Well, it's one of those what do they call it with the mic'd up? I don't know, where they like listen in on what they're saying. Mic'd up, yeah, that's what
they literally say. Oh, he's mic'd up. That's what they say.
Okay, great. But there was one he's like it's all this cute stuff he says to his team. Like he was being such a good little quarterback and cheering them on.
I like how you talk about him
for.
like he's fucking 12. He's a good little quarterback.
This is like what I do with football. Is I watch them. I'm like, look at them supporting each other. It's so nice.
And I'm the one yelling at the TV screen. Get the fuck together. Exactly. Couldn't do any better.
That's okay. I grew up with a lot of you in my family, so don't you worry.
Yeah. How big is do you have a lot of brothers?
I have one. I just
one?
My twin.
Oh God, yes. I always forget you have a twin. That's so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Having a twin is fucking dope.
Oh, it's my favorite. I love it.
But yeah, we get to enjoy football now. And that's literally the main reason why I don't want to fucking work. I want to watch football.
I think that's fine. Because I had a moment, I was like talking to my roommates and I was like, is this like bad that I just don't want to work on the weekend? And they're like,
fuck off.
No. And I was like, okay,
fuck off.
You're right.
Get the fuck out of here.
I love it.
It's fucking ridiculous. I know. All right. What should we talk about?
Wait, but Joe Burrow, I have to tell you my Joe Burrow story.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Tell me your Joe Burrow
story. He went up to the refs and he was like, asked them their name. He was like, what is your name, man? and I don't know, Dave, whatever his name was. And
Dave. It's fucking
and he's
Dave.
like, I just didn't want to call you Mr. Ref all day.
Okay, guys.
So cute.
He's a baller though. I do like that guy. He's
Andy
fucking
Dalton
cool.
is playing for the Cowboys now.
Yes.
His
Did
dad
you
got
see
hurt.
Dak Prescott's fucking
I didn't
ankle?
watch the video. I didn't watch it.
Oh, I watched it
My friend texted
live.
me about it because of Andy Dalton. And then I was like, what happened?
Dude,
I don't like, no, I can't. I don't like
I
watching
could only
those.
watch it one time. I was like, oh,
you
my
watched it
fucking
live?
God. Yeah, live. I was watching the game, did it, and Tony Romo calls. He's like, it could be a cramp, while his ankle is literally twisted about
A
360.
cramp?
Yeah, I was like,
A
what the fuck are
cramp?
you doing, dude?
Wait, it was Tony Romo that said that?
Yeah, the highest paid NFL analyst.
Wait, how do we do it? LOL.
Oh yeah, fucking felt bad. Hate the Cowboys, but felt bad for him. But you are massive football fan, Bengals fan, sports fan,
Yeah.
really. I was looking at your website today. You're pretty big. What other sports team do you root for? All Cincinnati teams, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't really follow baseball as much anymore.
I don't either. Baseball's too
Not as
boring for me.
much.
I'm literally over it.
I decided I was a Denver Nuggets fan for about 2 weeks in the playoffs.
Just for 2 weeks.
Well, not for 2 weeks, but like for the playoffs, like near the end.
Okay.
Because two of my best friends are from Colorado, and Cincinnati doesn't have an NBA team, so I didn't grow up like watching the NBA.
Yeah.
And
NBA.
so I was kind
I
of a
cheer on
blank.
players.
I was a blank page. Are you one of those like LeBron or die?
Yeah, I like LeBron a lot.
Yeah.
D Wade's like my favorite player, but I fucking love LeBron. But I don't have a team. Like I the Heat are kind of I pick the Heat kind of because of D Wade.
Nebraska doesn't have a team, right?
We don't have nothing. We got the
We don't
Cornhuskers.
got nothing.
That's why I'm a Packers
That's right.
fan.
That's why you're like you watch
Look at that flag.
college football.
Look at that fucking flag.
Ew. He's got a Packers
you.
flag. You got a Packers hat in there somewhere.
Oh, look at all those
Packers-
hats.
Packers
Look at all those
blanket.
hats. Packers blanket,
Absurd.
Packers fucking everything.
Absurd.
We're 4-0. All right. So you are an actress, a dancer. How was your international tour of I keep thinking that Chorus Line is 42nd Street. I keep confusing the
That's
two. I
okay.
have no idea why.
They're both big dance shows.
Like about to
so-
say every time I'm
I'll
about to
give
say
you
Chorus
that.
Line, I say 42nd Street. But how was your international tour about
It
42nd
was-
Street?
Great. It was not about.
Oh, yeah, I literally did it again. I literally just did it again.
I thought you were kidding, and then I was like, "He's dead serious. Look at his eyeballs.
What a fucking idiot.
He's so serious." It
How-
was really great. It
Yeah.
was one of my favorite experiences.
How long did you tour for?
So there were 3 different parts of the tour. It was like, I did all 3. Some people didn't do all 3. I did all 3,
Mhm.
and we had like 5-6 months in the U.S., which is pretty short for most tours.
Yeah.
Because we had like a layoff in there too. But so we did 5 or 6 months doing the U.S., which was an experience because I lived on a bus for a while.
Oh
And
my God.
then
Is that how you guys
yeah.
traveled? Was via bus?
Mhm. We did like 1 or 2 flights because we would like start on the West Coast, but we lived on a bus for most of the time, which is like,
Like a huge bus with the whole cast, or was it like different
yeah,
bus?
no, we were all on one bus.
That's like rock star life, girl.
It sounds glamorous, but it's not. It's not. It's a lot of like a bag of bell peppers and some hummus, a pillow. Like some people are like sleeping on the floor. It's not glamorous.
Yeah, dude, I've never been on tour, but I've heard horror stories of
crazy.
certain tours. But that you had, I would assume, was a pretty nice, pretty good tour. Like it wasn't like I've heard shitty tour stories.
I mean, we had some. Overall, it was a wonderful experience.
Overall,
but we
but you
definitely
had-
have some like classic tour stories.
What's like the worst thing that happened on tour?
You want to hear a good one?
Oh, give me a good one.
We got stuck in a snowstorm on the bus.
Okay.
And it was like there's the cast bus and like the crew bus. The crew bus, who's like everyone who works backstage, left an hour before us. We're fine. We get stuck and we're on the bus, Dustin, for 21 straight hours.
No.
21 hours for like a,
I would go
I
crazy.
don't know, maybe a 5-6 hour drive is what it should have been. I might be making that up. I forget how long the drive was, but it was not 21 hours. And we got stuck. We watched 2 full movies without moving on the bus. Like we were just there. And we were like, kept hearing how the bus driver was like, yeah, we only got a quarter tank left of gas. And like, we're running out of water. We're running out of food.
You were in the middle. Where were you at when you guys got stuck?
We were in like bumfuck Pennsylvania. We were trying to get to New Jersey. We were coming from like Erie, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Erie, Pennsylvania, trying to get to New Jersey. And so we're stuck on some like 3-lane back road where we literally went out and we're like running around the highway because we were just sitting in the snow. And then we get to Jersey at like 5 a.m. in the morning. And then we have to do 2 shows that day. So we get in, grab some food, sleep for like 3 hours, and then go do 2 shows with our director who was coming for the first time.
Oh, wow. How was the choreography for Chorus Line? Because I am not a dancer, and I remember my college, they did it, and they would just bitch about the choreography, and like any dancing to me is fucking hard. But is the choreography is the choreography in Chorus Line, is it harder than a lot of the shows or all the shows that you've done? Because I feel like there's a whole thing about it being just epically hard.
Yeah, it's hard because it is. It's hard. I mean, it's a dancer show.
Yeah.
And it's hard because of like the style, if that makes sense. Like
what is the style for anyone that doesn't know what the fuck the style is?
Like me. The style is Michael Bennett. Like
Michael Bennett.
So Michael Bennett is the choreographer.
Okay.
And that's like literally the only way to describe it because it's like specific to him. And they did it in like the 70s. So it's just like crazy fast and just like a lot of weird positions that like your body shouldn't usually stay in for that long. but it was great because we learned like the original choreography from a woman who was in the original cast. Like our director was a part of the original cast, so like one of the stories is her life story. Because for those of you who don't know about Chorus Line, it's the way that it was written is Michael Bennett brought a group of dancers together and they just sat one night and just talked. They have these like taped sessions and they would just talk about their life, like performing and their personal life. And then they took all of those stories and like combined some and like all this different stuff and made it into this.
They made it into they did a movie of that, right? What was that called? Step by Step or some shit?
Oh, Every Little Step. Every Little Step. Yeah.
I remember being showed that in college. And I was the only one in class that didn't know what the fuck it was. And
they showed it to you in college?
Yeah, like I think it was sophomore, freshman year. It was like, we need to watch this. And we're watching.
What class?
It was just like a basic freshman acting class or some shit. It was probably like acting 1 or acting 2 or some shit.
Do you have a degree in theater?
Yeah, I got a master's in acting, I guess. Yeah, I get acting or theater with a specialization in acting or the fuck. I don't even fucking know.
I know. There's 17 different names.
Yeah, I didn't even fucking know, but I got a minor in communications.
That's really what it was.
I went to acting school and I know how to do monologues, which I fucking hate. Do you hate monologues? When you go to audition?
I don't do them.
Never? When you go to auditions in New York City, no. Do you
I've done like maybe 1 or 2.
Since you've been here? How long have you been in New York now?
Maybe a couple more, but yeah, I've been here. I think September was my 4-year anniversary.
4 years? Hey, I'm like on my 4th year in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Happy
so
4 years.
Do you strictly only go to dancer calls?
No, I'll go to singer calls too. I just rarely go to something that requires a monologue because I don't like them.
Yeah, I don't want to do them.
And I don't really go for straight plays very often.
Yeah.
So I'm not required to do them very often, but I will go to singer and dancer calls.
Singer and dancer calls. Mm-hmm. So you are EMC. Can you tell everybody that doesn't know, that doesn't live in New York City, what are those fucking calls like? Because they are fucking insane. And I personally don't go to them because they're not my fucking talent. But why is it messy? How is it messy? Do you have to kill anybody when you're in line?
You know, I've gotten kind of to the point where if it gets too crazy, I just go, that isn't my job. That wasn't meant for me. There are things that I will stand in a long ass line for, but there are other things that I will not. There are lots of different types of calls, which I feel like I tuned in a little bit to Emily and Olivia. And I feel like maybe they talked about this a little bit, but
no one even remembers who they are.
Who are they? Who are those girls?
Who are those ladies?
I think they sing okay. They sing.
Olivia Griffin has a new song out right now.
They're queens. They're actually queens. She does?
Yeah, I just shared it on. She's like, she texted me to share it. I'm like, Olivia, no one fucking listens to any of my shit. No. but I'll
I was
share
like,
it.
I'm about to pull her up on this podcast,
it's
my
good.
episode, and I'm gonna play her because she's so good.
Fucking yeah, promote her during your
love her.
episode. Yeah,
I'm
she's.
gonna do it. I'm gonna find it while I'm
great.
telling the story. No, I can't do two things at once. I'm really bad at it. I literally looked down at my phone and I was like, I can't think anymore.
But yeah, the crazy calls that are in New York City. Yeah.
Yeah. So there are the open calls, which is just non-union or EMC. If you're part of the union, you don't go to those. And then there are union calls where you can try to be seen if you're not union. And so the open calls are sometimes the wild ones because anyone can come. And a lot of times there is no great sign up process. It's like the list doesn't open till 7 a.m.
But they've made an unofficial list at 4 a.m.
Right. So some people will come and write it, or they'll be the ones where they don't take a list. So you have to stand in a line, and people will go get in a line at 4 a.m., stand outside, wait. Cut the burps, Dustin.
Burps stay in. Burps are
That's gonna be
natural.
like my tagline.
Cut the burps. Hey, there you go. It's good. That'll be the name of the episode.
Incredible.
Cut the burps.
Incredible. Incredible. I'm gonna come off really cute and classy. But so people will stand outside in these lines, and then you'll sign up. And I've been to one where it was like you were in the line, and then there's a line to get in the building, and then once you get up the elevator, then people are like in a line on one floor that goes down to another floor. They're
fucking insane.
6 holding rooms, and then there was one I didn't go to because I was at work, but I heard somebody mixed up the holding rooms. So it was like all these people that got there at a certain time were like didn't get to be seen because they mixed up which room was which. I don't know, something.
Jesus Christ. They're fucking insane. I will say I don't even fuck with them half the time anymore unless it's for straight plays are a lot different. Those lines are way easier.
There are ones that I won't.
I can't.
Not.
Luckily I'm not even a dancer, so I'm like, there's not even a fucking point to me even trying to waste an entire day and standing in this line. But it's sometimes I'm just like the people that do it, I'm like, hey, God bless you if you can do it. But that's fucking too many times I've waited in a line, didn't get seen. I'm like, I'm fucking not doing this. Like I'll find another way around this shit. I just
try to be very, I don't
selective,
not
right?
Go to things. Yeah. It's like, I will try to go to as many things that I think I'm right for.
Yeah.
But if I know that it's going to be like a 3 a.m. and I'm going to get to sing 3 bars.
What the fuck's up?
I can't do that anymore.
No,
I'm not 22 anymore.
I'm not 22.
I'm just not 22.
I'm an old man. I can't.
I'm old. I'm
an old woman.
But it's still fun, It's still fun. I love auditioning most of the time. And,
that is. But yeah, monologues are scary for you then, right? So you don't like them.
Oh yeah, I never do them. Like if you asked me to,
so you couldn't have a go-to monologue at all right now.
No, I think I had to do one out somewhere, and I think I made up half of it.
Yes, that's fucking skilled.
Because I couldn't remember it, and so I just kind of like made up some lines.
See,
I did not get that job.
I don't think I could do that. I had a friend in college, my good friend Scott Shoemaker. We were doing an acting class. He did a monologue, and it was about someone that had to be a chimney sweeper for the Auschwitz. And it was
not where I thought that was going.
A Jewish father or something about cleaning the chimneys of Auschwitz. He does this monologue, an emotional, crazy monologue. At the end, I go, where the fuck did you find that monologue? He looks at me. I made that up right now. Okay, dude, he made up a fucking monologue about that. And I was like, that's fucking insane. And I can improv a lot. Can't fucking do that. That's fucking nuts.
How do you even get there? Like, how does that even?
He's a Scott Shoemaker. I love you, buddy. You're a freaky motherfucker. But
shout out #Scott Shoemaker.
Yeah, he'll get his fucking head. Love that guy. But yeah, he's fucking. He just lets his mind go. But the only go-to monologues I have right now are Shakespeare and like one from Normal Heart or something.
Wait, I want to see you. Can you give me a little bit? I really want to hear you do some Shakespeare.
Bad. Admired Miranda, indeed the top of admiration, worth what's dearest to the world. Full many a lady I have eyed with best regard, and many a time the harmony of their tongues hath into bondage brought my too diligent ear. For several virtues I have like several women, never many was so full soul, but some defect in her did quarrel with the noblest gratiode, and put it to the foil. But you, oh you, so perfect, so peerless, are created of every creature's best. There. That's like my,
Yes.
I like know
Ladies,
that.
are you listening? Ladies, are you listening?
Dude, I've been doing that monologue I can't do that monologue anymore. I'm way too old for that role. But I've been doing that since like college. I like know that monologue. It's like the one thing like, if I ever
you had it in there.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
it's
it.
the
That's
one. It's
incredible.
like if I ever freeze on, like I did one audition. It was actually for my first Shakespeare show in the city. I had a whole nother Shakespeare monologue I had worked on, but when I went up there, I didn't feel like I knew it well. It wasn't intuitive enough, and I just did that one. Got the role, but I was
Got it. Booked it.
so if I booked him,
Flips his hair.
yeah,
Incredible.
I like, but I don't have. I haven't even touched a monologue in so fucking long now. But I
They
don't think
don't
they're
really
really that
ask
big
for
of a
them that
thing
much.
anymore. Yeah, it's
No,
not.
they're not. Even when you do straight plays, they'll like give you a scene or something.
Yeah, that's not. I was not. My college did not do a good job preparing for that. Like they were harped on
Nobody's
monologues,
did.
and it's good to have one, but it's
I was
like
like,
that's
nobody's did.
really not how it is. No one's like,
No.
because probably no one wants to sit and listen to you talk about something they don't fucking care about. It's like, okay, read this scene and let me see if you're right for the fucking role. It's like at least
Right. Well, there's also
appreciate
just
the
not
process.
that many monologues, not really like in plays. I feel like
Yeah.
so many people, when they do an audition monologue, they like cut and paste things. Because it doesn't have, I mean, in Shakespeare, there's
Yeah.
a lot, I guess, but
Yeah, Shakespeare has a shit ton. Too much. Too many.
it's just different. Oh.
How are you doing with there not being theater right now and stuff? How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
What are you doing to try to stay creative, or how have you been coping with it? Because it is a rough thing for all arts people that are out there.
Yeah, it was really hard. I had like a lot of different phases of quarantine because I went to Georgia to see my brother, and I went to Kentucky to see my parents.
Yeah.
And now I'm back here. So both of those times I kind of was like, I didn't, how do I say? I like didn't feel the void as much because I was like just doing something. I was visiting family. I was doing other things.
Yeah.
Being back in the city, it was like hit me a little bit more of like, okay, usually I would be doing this, this, and this, and this, and like that kind of stuff. But I've been trying to take class when I can. And I just did like a dance video that a friend choreographed.
With Liz, is it the one my roommate
Liz
Eric does? Pertini, yeah.
Eric, yes.
Yes. I did
I
say
see him
that
all the time.
he's currently on a Zoom call in his room. But I said I was having you on. I was like, you should pop in. And he's like, no, you did. I'm like, okay, get the fuck out.
Yes.
But
exactly.
yes, you guys
Exactly how I
both
would
do that dancer studio who you guys are just like in love with this person,
Yes.
right?
We love it. She's great. She's incredible.
Yeah.
So we take her a lot. I just recently got back to taking class. I was on a little bit of a dance hiatus there for a while because
By choice or just
do it. Kind of. I just like was in a phase of I just wasn't good about getting into the virtual classes because it's weird. But I'm back in it, trying.
You're back. You ran a fucking marathon during quarantine.
A half marathon, everyone.
Was it a half marathon?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Anyway, still fucking incredible. How the fuck did you find the will to do that?
Because I'm crazy, Dustin. Because sometimes I take things too far, and that's precisely what happened. I get in the most like Sagittarius way. I'll get obsessed with something and just like really get obsessed with it.
Yeah. So it was just something that you had signed up to do it before the quarantine had like all happened?
No.
Or you did it, you signed up during the quarantine to do it?
Yeah. So I did it like myself. I didn't sign up for something. I just did it.
You just did it. Oh,
yeah.
That's even fucking more impressive because it's like, I'm going to do this. And that's fucking impressive.
So I got annoyed at the beginning of quarantine. I started running again because I like run, but I was never a runner. And I was going on jogs, and my knees are always weird because I'm a dancer and all my body parts hurt most of the time.
Same too.
And so I would run like, 3-4 miles, and my knees would always hurt. And I was like, I'm annoyed that I'm 26 and my knees hurt after 2 miles of running. And so in the most like stubborn way, I was like, okay, I'm going to use quarantine and I'm going to be a runner. I just started running, and when I was in Georgia with my brother, like I just had so much time that I was like,
Yeah.
I just worked my way up running, and then I was like, I want to run a half marathon. I'm gonna do it because I wanted like a stamp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I worked really hard to be sort of a runner, and I need something to be like, look what I did.
Hey, yeah. We need that achievement.
Yeah.
Or
So I
we don't
decided
need the achievement, but yeah, that's
just like a little validation. You know what I mean? Just a
something.
little
Yeah,
bit.
for sure.
To be,
I need that too.
check mark. So I did it, and my roommate came up with the route for
The
me
route, yeah.
to make sure, and I did it. I raised money. Destin donated
I did donate
for Harlem Grown. Everyone, check them out. They're great.
They're fucking dope. Your fitness, you've been kicking ass in your fitness game right now.
I'm trying. Ever since
how you're doing that, like I commented on your post the other day.
Just went back to the gym.
You're back to the gym. How is the gym life in New York City with the pandemic shit?
I just went the one time to the gym so far.
Just the one?
That was my roommates had been going back, and I finally was like, okay. I just for a while I was like, I like my workouts at home. I'm doing fine. I don't need to go back. And then my 25-pound kettlebell is my only weight, and I was like,
just the 25-pound.
Yep, just one 25-pound kettlebell. You can do a lot with it, but
you can
not enough.
Very versatile piece of equipment to have.
It is. I want to get a little baby set, but I'm looking at my kettlebell. That's why I just turned around to look at nothing to you. But and I have like bands and stuff. So I was enjoying the stuff here, but then I was like, I really want to lift more again. Yeah. So I went, and I chose a bad time to go because it was crowded. Which
did you go at like
your first
4
time,
or 5 around that time?
Oh, I went 6 o'clock. Right.
Oh, you're an idiot. Why'd you do that? Come on now. That's a rookie fucking move, Lauren.
It was awful. It was like pre-pandemic annoying. The level of annoying where like nothing you want to use is open.
Oh, no.
So I did like half of a workout because the things I needed were the things that, the big burly I'm a meathead man sits at. Yeah. And they're like, I'm going to hang out this machine for 30 years. So it was too crowded. It also was like, it was for my first experience back in a gym in a pandemic to have that many people around me. I was like, oh no, I don't like this. But I did lift a heavier weight, and that was exciting. That was,
you made your goal. I lift a heavy weight. I get the fuck out of there. I've been doing like at-home workouts, and they're doing pretty well, but I'm like, I want to fucking be on a bench press, and the one thing I have is I can lift shit. So I'm like, that's what I want to do again. I can lift.
What do you lift in your house?
Or
have you just been doing body weight?
This little medicine ball here. This fucking medicine ball.
Oh, you use a medicine
So I take this and I do a bunch of shit with it.
Yeah, do you throw it? You throw it at shit too.
Fucking throw it on my wall and piss off all my fucking neighbors. And I have like
that's so loud.
Throw it down on the ground.
That's awful. I would hate it too.
Yeah, I have like bands too that I use. So I have that, but but even the bands are just like fucking. I just want to fucking curl shit.
Are you gonna go back? Is it time? Are you going back?
Yeah, I need to. Hopefully it'll. Yeah, I'll.
Just don't go at 6 p.m.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go at 6 p.m. I'm not a fucking rook. I'll
okay.
All
right.
The best is mid-afternoon, like at 1 o'clock. Fucking best time to go to the gym. Yeah. No one's fucking
like
there.
11 was always good.
Shit. Yeah, I would schedule my work hours to be like, if you give me an hour and a half break here, fucking perfect. I go hit the gym for an hour.
Yeah.
Fucking
I
middle
that
afternoon.
Sometimes, but
be great.
I get distracted in the gym, so.
You get distracted in the gym?
Yeah, sometimes I need like a long time because I get distracted.
How do you get distracted in the gym?
I'll end up sitting in like when I'm doing like a stretch part, I'll be on the ground for a while.
You're done looking at everybody. You're looking around.
Machine. I don't look at anyone in the gym, I can assure you. Not at all.
No.
I just get comfy and I'll like start looking at something on my phone while I'm stretching, and then all of a sudden it's 20 minutes later and I'm like, I have to get out of here. I gotta go.
I've been laying on this mat for 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. But you just get so comfy,
Yeah, I gotcha. What did you listen to when you did your marathon? Did you listen to podcasts or music? Or did you not listen to anything?
I had to listen to something.
Okay.
I can do podcasts sometimes if I'm running. But I made my own playlist, my half playlist.
What was your first song on it?
I'm going to pull it up right now. I'm going to tell you.
Do it.
It's a lot of those songs, like guilty pleasure songs. You know, when you go through a phase and you listen to the same song for
Oh,
like
yeah.
3 weeks straight, and then you never listen to it again after that.
Oh, yeah.
I put in
All
like
the middle
all of
school
those songs. You know what the first song is?
What is
Brooklyn's Here from Newsies, the original Broadway cast.
it?
That's it.
Jesus.
What's the last song? Oh, and the last song is Trumpets by Jason Derulo.
Oh my God, I know that song. That's fucking
That was like
funny.
my like junior year of college. I didn't listen. I just kept listening to that. Yeah, I put some Jesus music on here too, just in case I like needed help a little
Just in
bit.
case you needed to pray a bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
You should have actually. The Rock. He
Oh, no.
created his own Spotify playlist. I was
Of course
working
he
out
did.
to it the other day, but
Is it
so it's not bad, but like every about 15-ish minutes, he has like a 45-second speech in between the. He's like, I know you're feeling tired. Like you haven't,
Yes.
you know.
Wait, I want this.
Yes, just look up the Rock's playlist on Spotify, and
Oh
it's
my
pretty
gosh,
fucking
I
awesome
want
actually. Because then
that.
you're like, I'm like tired, and it's pretty like
You're
there's
like,
definitely
"Yes, I am,
analytics
Dwayne."
done to it to know like at this point people start to dip down, and that's when he puts it
Oh.
in. Because it was one
He
of the things that
would.
I
He
was
would
done.
like nerd that shit out.
Yep.
Mhm.
Hey, fucking winter's got to fucking wake up in the morning and do the shit, and you're like, God, you're fucking right, Rock.
Yes.
Rock, you're fucking right. I gotta get up. I
gotta get up and
I'm a
go.
pansy ass. I can get one more push-up in.
I hate that. Oh my gosh.
But
The toxic masculinity in that phrase, a pansy ass. Come on.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, y'all.
It's fucking him on the Instagram is the funniest fucking shit to me.
Oh, I have to follow him. There's this video we used to watch, and it is this
He's
woman.
the most followed male in the world.
Is he really?
Yeah. The only people above him are Ariana Grande, and then there's someone else that I can't remember who it is. It's another female. But he's the most followed male in the world on Instagram.
That surprises me.
Hey, people like his fucking shit. I see this. I bought all of his Rock Under Armour shit. It's expensive as fuck.
Does he have he has a line?
He has an
too?
Under
I don't know
Armour
anything
line?
about The Rock, apparently.
Oh, I was a professional wrestling fan when I was younger. So
Were
I
you
knew
really?
about oh God.
Wrestling? See, wrestling, I cannot get into.
See,
I can't do
here's
it.
the thing. Here's what's wrong about that. Because you're an actress.
Let's hear it.
And that's how I wanted to be a professional wrestler when I was fucking younger. Now, wrestling now fucking sucks. Don't even watch it. Fucking horrible. But back in the day, these people, The Rock, I knew The Rock before The Rock was the fucking Dwayne, the big deal he is now. Like, I was a Rock fan. I could all say his
When
catchphrase.
he was just like a small, famous.
Yeah, he would look at
wrestler.
people and he'd go, just bring it. And he would do that shit. Yeah, dude,
That's
he was the best. But you could tell he was going to be a decent actor because he was fucking, you'd like come up with promos and fucking say shit. But the best professional wrestler of all time was a dude named Stone Cold Steve Austin. And
Oh no.
he reminded me of
Your
my
name starts
dad.
with Stone Cold.
The fucking greatest wrestler of all time. Okay, that's who.
The
It's not
wrestler
clear.
reminded
his
you of
real
your
name
dad?
is Steve Austin. Yeah, because his whole gimmick thing was he would drink beer, flip people off, and kick their ass. And my dad would always do that. Like that. My dad would always say that's what he would do. He would drink beer, flip people off, fucking kick people's ass. Dad would go into a bar.
We
and
love wrestling. We
Yeah,
love it.
We love it. So, yeah, this is where I'll lose everybody. Like, get the fuck out. Doesn't he fucking nerd? But that's what I nerd out when I was. But I always wanted to be a wrestler when I was younger, and then that kind of started my creativity side of being an actor because I was like always coming up with like performing with kids and doing shit, and then that morphed into making movies with my mom's childcare. Like, we made a remake like it was a big deal. Like, you know the movie Troy
Yeah.
with Brad Pitt. I made a
Yes.
movie with my mom's childcare of that with me and the childcare kids.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting choice for small children.
Yeah.
But
Real weird. Real fucking weird.
wait, I'm confused. Where's the wrestling connection to these movies?
Well, because I started out with wrestling. Like I would wrestle the kids.
And
like,
you would wrestle with the children and then you would make a movie about it.
Then I'd make a movie about it. I made a movie called The Wrestler with one of my best friends when I was older, and we I was the wrestler.
You
And,
made little movies. Like
Yeah,
I
it
would
was
make up little
fucking-
dances. You would make
yeah,
up
yeah,
little
yeah.
movies.
So you made up little dances when you were younger?
Oh yeah, me and my friend used to do all. I still remember. Do you know Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield?
Yeah.
The rest is still unwritten. We had full choreography.
My sister
Rain
loved
on
that
Your
fucking song.
Skin. Blank page. You have to touch the blank page.
Do you remember the whole
Yeah.
thing? 'Cause you
I
should perform
remember
that.
like the chorus.
You do?
I just don't remember the words. What is it? Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it. 4, the number 4 with your
Yeah,
fingers.
fucking
Do you see?
indication.
For you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Live your life with words, unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today
There we
is
go.
where your book begins. That's what it is. You do the book, and then you have to touch the beginning of the book. Where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten.
That's fucking
That was
awesome.
our favorite part.
Go. That's
Because it was
fucking awesome.
and then you write, and then you have to say that it's past
Fucking hands
tense.
closed.
So you throw it over your shoulder
That's
to
fucking
show that it's in
brilliant.
the past tense. So that's where my career started.
Hey, that's fucking impressive.
Yeah, that's gonna go in my memoir maybe.
That one is.
I'll do like a nice instructional tutorial of how to do the dance.
Something we have a lot in common. I have not had anyone on here that cares about this. You are actually a big country music fan.
Oh yes.
And I am, as anyone knows, very
Oh my
big country
God.
music fan.
We used to piss everybody off. We turn on the country music
Yep.
and piss everybody
Fuck
off. at work.
everybody. Play everything I want. Why'd you like country music? Do you have like a first song that made you love it?
It was
Was there-
probably, I don't have one off the top of my head, but
Mhm.
it's just because that's what we listened to.
That was so
All
your
the
whole
time.
family listened to it. That's why you got more
I would
into
say
it?
my mom did more.
Your mom did. Okay.
My dad wasn't a big one, but like my mom would listen to it, and like it would just, it was on the radio, and it would get played on like at school, random things. There'd be country music. They used to play Wagon Wheel at like all of our basketball games
Oh,
in high school. And they had like the Dixie Chicks. Oh, I'm sorry, the Chicks now.
the
Former
chicks. Yeah.
Dixie
Oh, yeah.
Chicks.
I always forget that they changed their name now.
They were on our like elementary school morning announcements or whatever. They would play like Dixie Chick songs and all of this stuff. And it's like, I don't know. When I listen to it now, it just makes me think of like being in the back of my friend's pickup truck or whatever. I make it sound like I lived in the country. I didn't, but we listened to country music.
See, I didn't technically live in the like hillbillies or any of the fucking shit, but some country shit going on in my life. But
Yeah.
do you feel yourself to defend yourself to people or defend why you think country is good? Because I think there's just an unreasonable amount of hate when you say you like country music, and the hate they get, it pisses me the fuck off.
I feel that. I feel that for you.
Yeah, I have to fucking argue it all the time. And one of the things I always get, and tell me how you feel about this, is people say country music's always about the same thing. And
I get it all the time.
my response is
Tractors.
literally everybody's music is all about the same fucking thing. Rock and roll is about drugs,
True.
sex, and love. Hip hop is about
Stories.
love. So there's all kind of the same parameters. But people are like, all you talk about is your pickup truck, you're drinking, and your fucking dogs.
See, but I always argue. I'm like, but you're listening to bad country music,
Sure.
or you're only listening to like a few songs. If you listen to country the way you listen to other things,
you would see
it's about a lot of things.
About things. I always think my favorite thing. I think it tells a story better. I relate to it more on the story level. I think there's actually story to it. The music videos make sense to me. Hip hop music videos make no fucking sense to me. I know no one probably watches them anymore.
I've never watched a lot of music videos.
Really? You weren't like a VMA fucking
no. I still don't. I always miss music videos. I never watch them for whatever reason.
Yeah, I think no one does now because
I think country has like a simplicity to it.
Yes.
Where it's good point. That's because sometimes I like theater like that too, where it's like everybody likes a good spectacle, but sometimes I like it when it's like a really like plain stage and we're just telling the story, and that's like theater. I like it that way. And sometimes I like country music that way, where it's like I just have my guitar and I'm gonna tell you about my life, and I just think it's nice.
Simple.
I'm just gonna tell you about it.
They're just such good singers, and it just
they are good singers. That's true.
They're fucking so phenomenal, and I think that they're better live. I think that they're way better live.
Oh my gosh, opinion. That is it too. That is what.
I think what you
hear.
music will
take me back to like country music concerts growing up, and I'm like.
And I'm sadly I haven't been to as many as I'd like to have been to, but I feel like what you hear on the radio, I feel like is more like what you're gonna hear live. I feel like with some hip,
because
other
there's not a lot of
top 40, I guess is the only way I can describe it. Yeah, I think that it's like, oh, that's you, okay. But my opinion, My fucking opinion.
Some people like that though. Like I
Some
know
people
someone
do.
who
That's fine.
his like thing is he likes the production value of music. And so I'm like, I hear that, I get you. But I'm a simple. I like the simple. Just tell me.
What's your take on the new country? Do you have a take on, you know how people like, well, that fake ass country shit is they call it pop country or whatever. Granted, I went on a rant about Florida Georgia line a while back, but
you're super anti Florida Georgia line, right?
I am
I know
now.
people that
Yeah.
are. I don't have like a.
As in, I don't.
They're not my favorite.
They're not my.
But they're catchy.
They do have. I did
catchy.
catch. Someone's gonna be like, Dustin, you literally went on a fucking 30-minute rant about this. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I did. It was an older song that I used to like of them came on. And I listened to it. I was like, that's not that bad.
What was it?
It was fucking. I think it was Headphones. It wasn't even that old. It's like, can't get you out of my head, out of my headphones.
Oh, I do know that one. I do know that one. I just know the song.
I don't know, something like that. I was listening to it. But I think that they kind of personify that fake country too much. But I had to check myself a little while ago. I'm like, okay, well, hey, like it doesn't. We all have to be picking up hay and scooping cow
music
shit.
Music
evolves or whatever. But I do think that there is a point to where I'm like, the number one thing was, it was something by Luke Bryan and them did together, and it was like something country, and it was just the music video. I'm like, this is looking like it's a fucking hip hop music video, and that pissed me off. That made me mad. I was like, this is not, no, everything you're saying right now is no. But you know, anyway, I just kind of ranted about that. But yeah, do you have an opinion on the newer country? I guess
I feel like I have changed because it depends, because there is some new country I really like a lot of the women country singers that are coming out now.
Kelsey Ballerina is my favorite.
Kelsey Ballerina and like
who was the
Mary
one that
Morris.
sang at the ACMs? What are you gonna tell her, that song? Do you know what I'm talking about? Did you watch the ACMs this year?
I didn't see them.
Oh, Jesus,
I don't remember who sings that song.
But it's
I know I'm the worst.
I'll find it in like 2 seconds. But she's fucking phenomenal.
But like Mary Morris, I love her.
She's amazing.
I've always loved Miranda Lambert. She's not newer, but like I've always loved her. What's the girl's name who's in Lady A? What is her name?
Oh God.
But her too.
Yeah, she's fucking great.
So I think they're like really incredible.
I love that the female country artists are starting to get more like one song like how we're in the back. The only reason we're used for is in the background with our fucking small shorts and whatever, and that's the only thing we're being used for. And I love that the women are making fun of that bullshit.
There was a song like that a couple of years ago too. That was it's Maddie and Tay or something.
Yeah, I think
something like that.
Something like
Maddie, Caddy, But some of the new country, I'm like, okay, I don't mind little crossover, music changes, but then sometimes I think but you're just pop music with a twang right now.
Yes, I think that there's a difference in it. You can't
call yourself country just because you wanna.
Yeah, I think Thomas Rhett, he does that, and he'll mix in, like he'll do a fucking duet with whoever.
I do like Thomas Rhett.
And I think that he like that. Yeah, he's a good singer, so like why not sing with fucking Nick Jonas or whatever? Like I don't fucking care.
You know what I hate? You know what I can't stand?
What
is when they start talking in the middle of the song?
Who does?
They either start like country singers. Different ones do it. Sam Hunt does it.
I love Sam Hunt though. I love
Sam Hunt too. I like Sam Hunt too.
I think he has done it too much.
I can't do it. I can't. I think it's like his thing. I think it's like his gimmick.
His like talk. He does like a talk singy rappy type thing.
Oh, I cannot. It drives me nuts. I'm like, why are you speaking right now? Like
you're trying to groove, and then you're like, and then I went outside to the tree.
Rap, like you're not doing it well. Like rapping is a whole art. Like if you're trying to rap, like learn how to rap. Like you're not doing it. You're just like talking a little faster than usual. Somebody else. I think there's a Florida Georgia. No, what is something? Oh, there's another song about. I'm gonna prove a stereotype, but it's a song about dirt. And they do that.
Dirt Road. Hey, there's a lot of songs called Dirt Road that I fucking love. So I don't fuck her.
I know, but it's not. There's a song I used to love that was called Dirt. It's like, it's the red clay something.
That's Florida. It's Florida Georgia line. And it's called. It's definitely called Dirt.
And I think they stop in the middle.
It's literally called Dirt.
I used to listen to. That's the one I got really made fun of for in college because I would play it and my roommates were like, "This is about dirt." I was like, "No, it's about the earth, like where they live and like what they grew up on." And they're like, "Lauren, it's about dirt." And I'm like, "No, it's not."
Yeah, there's fucking meaning behind it, you jackasses.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty funny. I do actually kind of like that song. I probably not. They still piss me off. What was I gonna say? So that's like your favorite genre of music, then, right? And do you like older school country? So like, I'm thinking like Johnny Cash, Alan Jackson. Do you like that kind of country? Like older school? Sometimes.
Sometimes I can't really just like sit and listen to it all the time.
Okay.
Johnny Cash is not my favorite specifically.
Okay.
But I'll do like a Dolly. I'll do a little Loretta Lynn every once
Loretta
in a while.
Lynn's great. I love Reba. Reba's just fucking. She's
oh my gosh, Reba, yes.
Reba's fucking.
And like Shania is not like old school, but she's
yeah,
more
she's
like
that
80s, 90s.
But also, I
or
think
like early 2000s.
I think some people are like, well, you don't even listen to the real country. I'm like, well, I'm fucking 27, so I wasn't fucking when I came out. This is what was I like? Alan Jackson. I think Luke Combs, who's my favorite of all time now, but
I know he is yours. You know, I like don't listen to him much. I like
You-
keep
oh,
meaning to,
girl.
but
girl.
I know you love him.
He's the fucking Luke Combs. If you're listening, he just won Billboard's top country artist of the year. He ain't listening to my fucking podcast, but if you are Luke Combs, this stumbles upon you, I'll just tag you in it.
Do you like Eric Church? Are you an Eric Church?
Yeah,
fan?
I like Eric Church.
I went through a pretty severe Eric Church phase.
Yeah,
There's
he
the
was when I
Springsteen
went to
album that I
college.
was really
Girls were
into.
freaking on him. Like Eric Church is the
I loved him.
he's fucking.
I did not think he was attractive. I don't think.
Oh, really? He's good.
But I like his music.
Yeah.
That one, what is it? That his album Springsteen, and then whatever was that like.
Springsteen is
Desperate Man,
fucking
that what it was
fire.
next.
Which one?
Yeah, I think it
I
was
can't
called
remember.
like Desperate Man or something.
I can't remember any album names.
Me neither.
But so my point with asking that, so that's your favorite type of music. Do you think you could ever be with
I
someone?
like all kinds of music. I don't know if it's my favorite.
I like.
favorite.
Okay, it's not. Oh well, then. Okay, well I thought we were gonna bond over that, but like fucking whatever.
It's one of my favorite,
One of your
Dustin.
favorites.
But
Okay, what's
I like a lot of.
my name's Dustin. I'm a true country fan, and country music is my favorite.
Oh yeah. Do you listen to old country? Do you listen to real country, Dustin?
Oh fuck you, son of a bitch! Don't you fucking attack me.
I will use what you said against you. So.
Yeah. Well, this question's not going to matter as much anymore. Do you think you could be with someone that hates country music? And I'm talking hates it. Hates.
I'm trying to think. I think I was. Did he hate country music? He kind of did.
Call him a
And the guy
friend.
I'm with now, like, I kind of had to like be like, listen to this. You're gonna like
hey,
it. I had to kind of
Fucking
push him
listen
into
to
it.
this.
I literally was like, I kind of had to be like, come on, I'll listen to yours if you listen to mine.
That's
But yeah,
fucking
the
hilarious.
guy I dated years ago, he did not like country music at all.
I pretty much I've come to terms that I have a pretty strong stance that I can never marry a girl that hates it. I can be with someone, marry is such a thing, but I don't even think I could date anybody that hates it. I think you cannot like it and be like, not my thing. Fine, we don't all have to whatever. But I think
But
country
you need
music
to at
is
least appreciate it.
yes, or it's something,
I hear
or
that.
appreciate that
Okay.
I fucking because I feel like it's just who I am. I feel like it shows the kind of person I am. It's about me,
Mm.
and I think if you go out and tell me it fucking sucks and you hate it, then I feel like you are saying you hate me in part. And I don't. That probably doesn't even make fucking sense.
It kind of makes sense, but also I don't think you should date someone who tells you that's something that you are passionate about.
I mean,
fucking
yeah, that's
sucks.
also true.
I think that's the real red flag there.
Yeah, that's
it's like a deep red flag.
Yeah, it's a deep red flag.
Yeah.
I do remember one girl I was talking to once. We were like getting drinks, and it was like fine, but then she just starts ranting on country music. She didn't even know that I liked it as much as I do, and she was just like, "Yeah, it's like we were talking about music before I say anything." She's just fucking going off, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh.
And then by
So
the
this
end,
is our last date. Just kidding.
yeah, that's basically what it was. And she's like, "All right, so do I get to see you? Can I? We should meet up again." I'm like, "I'm gonna be real with you. Probably not. You just dogged on country music." I was like, "I know this is gonna be really
Dustin,
weird."
you
But
have to give people like a chance for it to grow
maybe
on them.
maybe that's why I'm still single. But I just was like,
Well, I mean, how many relationships have you ended over country music? Please tell me it's not
this
that
wasn't
many.
a relationship. Literally every
Well,
one of
ended
them.
a thing.
Every one of my relationships has ended.
If
because
you
of
if
country
you find
music.
yourself doing that a lot, maybe we could reevaluate.
That'd be fun. I kind of wish that I did. That would be so fucking funny. It's
that would
every
be
one
like,
of them.
that would be
has
how you
been
got famous right there.
because the minute they say they don't like country music, not even hate, they're just like, I don't like country
You're
music.
like,
I break
bye.
everything off. That's fucking funny to me.
You know,
But-
some people have deal breakers, and that's okay.
Hey, and I think country music is kind of one of my deal breakers. I can't. If you,
You know what?
fucking, or whatever.
To each their own.
Teach their own, Lauren.
The way that you explain it, though, I get that. I see that.
Yeah.
If it's, that's what I'm saying. If it's important to you, then like they should at least try. You know.
But yeah, I think I'm also with in music genres. I'll listen to anything if it sounds good. Like Eminem is my favorite artist ever. I fucking love Eminem. But
what's a music that you like can't do?
I can't do
any style of music.
I say screamo is like it's the only thing.
Metal.
There's some obviously metal bands that are fine, but that's just not a music I listen to really ever. That I'm like, yeah. But if it's like,
I was never into it either.
I can't do that shit.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm like, no, please get the fuck out of mine.
Too much of it. There's this guy in high school that I was into. Sometimes some random music phases I go through is because there was a guy that liked it, and I was like, I'm gonna listen to it.
You're like, the Parks and Rec character, what's her Anne, or is it Anne, when she's like dating the different people and she starts turning into like she's a gym rat, she's a whatever it is. She's turning into the guy that
it is what I said, where it's like, if you like that music and I like you, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a go.
And some people just aren't that fucking understanding.
He's bitter. He might be bitter.
I can be bitter.
But there was one metal group. Dream Theater was their name for anybody out there.
And
they were metal music that I liked. Yeah. I don't even know if they still exist.
I don't even know if they're still a fucking thing.
I have no idea. I think that's like the last person I met. This was like junior year of high school that I knew that listened to metal music. Like I don't know anybody who listens to metal at all.
Actually, one of my friends that was on the podcast recently, Joe, he's like one of my close friends that listens to it all the time. Yeah, he went into a pretty actually beautiful sentiment about it and why it's great. So that was kind of, I was like, oh, I've never really looked at it that way. That's intriguing. You're vegan.
Yeah.
I feel like I had no idea that you were actually vegan. When you put that on my thing, I was like, wait, you're actually vegan?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
I wasn't
like?
when we met. I wasn't. I've only.
So it's not like you haven't been vegan your entire life.
No, I went vegan like almost 2 years ago now. A little bit.
How was that?
2 years ago. I love it, and I love talking about it.
Talk about it, because I feel like I could never be vegan.
I mean, a lot of people feel that way, and I thought that I couldn't either. Yeah. And then I just did it. It came from like the environmental impact of it. Because I like got really into that because I like the earth.
Because I like the earth. Yeah,
and
makes sense. It's cool, I like the earth.
I love her.
But
like everything I would read about like ways that you can help, the like going more plant-based was always number one.
Wow.
Thing that you can, a change that you can make, or just eating less meat, eating less animal products. But I didn't want to go vegan, so I would just ignore it.
I didn't see that.
After a while, I was just like, I had a book I was reading and I like skipped the chapter on not eating meat. I was like, I don't want to.
And I don't want to know. Mind. keep on moving.
And so literally. And so then one day I was like, you know what, Lauren, you walk around and you talk big shit about how you care about the planet. And there is like, I was like, I love taking care of the planet, whatever. And then
give me that burger.
Like, but you're not doing the one thing that you keep reading. And so one day I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. And me and everyone around me thought that I would last maybe a couple weeks. And then I did it for 2 years.
2 years. And is it something you're going to like kind of continue to stick to? Like, it's like you are like, you feel like it's a thing about you now? Like, I'm vegan. Yeah. This is just who I am.
Yeah. Because it's like at this point, unless something happens where like my body decides that it needs meat, which in all of my I researched a lot about it now, not when I started. I didn't know anything when I started, but I don't think that I will ever like need it for my health. I don't think that you do. And I've gone so long now that I don't crave meat, or I've found something that replaces it. So I'm like, if I don't really need to eat it, then I don't wanna.
What's one of the biggest misconceptions that people have with being vegan?
That you can't get enough protein.
Okay.
That's a big one. That you can't, that it's like boring. Because like when I first went vegan, I was like, I don't know what to eat. I ate like salad. And like a lot of people think that vegan just means you're going to eat lettuce. Salad. But it's not true, Dustin. There's so much good food.
What is that good food that you can eat if you're vegan, Lauren? That people don't think about.
Some of my favorites.
Does that mean you eat eggs, or is the
I don't eat anything that comes from an animal. So I don't eat any dairy either.
So vegetarian is the one that can eat the eggs, but the vegan is the one that's like
Mhm.
nothing from an animal. That's like the biggest concept
Right.
of, or like the idea of it.
Yeah, anything
Okay.
that is like a byproduct of an animal. So technically, like if you're a strict vegan, you like wouldn't do honey because it comes from an animal. I do honey.
We got her,
But
folks.
that's
Lock her up.
That's
We got her.
It's too much.
Would you-
But also, it's like I don't know. The bees aren't really getting hurt by that process. It's like what they do anyway. You know.
So
They like to be with.
I'm gonna assume that you hate hunters.
I don't like hunting. I won't say I hate hunters. I don't hate anyone.
Came
But
from
like
a big
for
hunting family.
sport,
Hunting for
hunting for
sport. None of
sport is
my
not a
family hunting
thing.
for sport ever.
Right. I quite literally could never. I had trouble, Dustin, putting a worm on a fishing hook. I like couldn't do
dear
it
God,
because
God.
yep. Yep.
I kind of
Because
really want to
I
take you
felt-
fishing to watch you
I
do that, though.
felt
That
bad.
sounds like a
no.
lot of
I
fun
would
to
be
me.
like, can I have something other than a worm? I
Put the
like
worm on the hook.
felt bad. I felt so bad for the worm. So I could literally never possibly be a part of hunting. Hunting for food is different because at least you're using it.
Yeah,
But I
but
don't-
I'm assuming
I
you
don't love
still.
it.
Is that a something you hate, or like if someone's like, yeah, I went and hunted this deer and I got deer, is that something you're like, oh no, get out of my face, like you're not into or don't want to hear about?
Yeah, I don't really want to hear about it.
Okay. So I
I'm
went
not gonna,
hunting
like,
yesterday.
judge. I'm not
and
gonna like shut up. I'm not gonna dislike you because you hunt. Like, do what you want, but I don't really
I
care.
think
to hear about
you're
it.
like me in the sense of like you're very open minded about everything.
Yeah, but
I'm
if you
like,
want to know what I think about it, like,
yeah,
I'm gonna
I'll tell you
you.
what I think. I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Like, but I'm not gonna
Right.
hate you for it. I don't care. Whatever, live your life.
Exactly.
And I think our world needs way more of that. But like, I remember my dad is obviously a big hunter, and I never got really like I like to hunt sometimes. I just never been able to really do it with him because kind of took a different path or whatever. I do monologues. But
Dad, I can't hunt. I have to study my
I
lines.
fucking do my lines.
I'm sorry.
But
I'm
I
really
remember
sorry.
my dad had my dad loves to hunt, but my dad doesn't just kill something and then like we makes like fucking freezers of food, like goes hunting for deer and then we eat the fucking deer.
Yeah.
But he went to Africa and then he killed some big time game. But what he does there, like what he killed, all that food is used to the villages in Africa. Like he does that. He doesn't just kill it. He shot a zebra.
Yeah.
But and then
Oh, wow.
someone
People
I
ate it?
posted it.
Do people eat zebra?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
But like you get these gamer tags and
The
stuff.
vegan in me is shuddering. Ooh.
But like people were like, how the fuck could he, like I posted like a picture of something and someone like came after me about it. And I was like, first of all, not me. Two, my dad gave it to the fucking people that need to eat. So maybe kind of did the more humane thing than you've done recently. So there's that, or like kind of help the world a little bit. But I understand that people don't appreciate it or I get it.
I mean, here's my thing is, I mean, I don't like it, but what I say a lot of times is that like, if we ate meat like in that way, where it's like you go out and you hunt your one animal to feed your one family, like the way that hunters and gatherers used to, like that is sustainable. You know what I mean? Like I have a whole belief system in that, like, I don't think our body needs animal products. So like, why do it if we don't need it? But if you're going to say
it's
that
like burgers.
Products, it's like,
that's why I like burgers.
That's fair. That's fair.
I
do
literally
too.
ate a burger today.
I eat fake ones. That's all there's to it.
What
But
kind
my
of
thing is, it's like,
Go ahead.
wait.
Sorry.
People, I'm just saying,
Fuck.
if people like ate animal products in that way, it's like the mass production of it that's the problem.
Okay.
That like
I got you.
causes the impact. You know what I mean?
Here's
Like if you went out and just like got a deer for your family, and if we all had our own chickens or something, like that would be different in a way.
we should
but-
go get a farm and have our own chickens. That'd be a
So I'm
fun
saying, if
time.
we all just
That
farmed
could be
own
our
food,
show. That could be we could have a show. It's
well,
we have our own chickens in our farm. It's like the little knowledge I actually have, and then you put
Yeah, see,
worms
I
on
would be
fucking
terrible.
hooks.
You would literally have to tell me everything because
I'm not even
I
that
would be
good.
there and like ready to do it, so excited to be a part of it. But I would be like, "What do I do with this chicken? I don't know what to do with it." I don't know. That I don't think I
That'd
could
be
eat
funny.
it now. I think my body would reject any meat.
Yeah. I think I always try to steer away from big time topics on the show because I'm not intellectual enough to talk whatever. But
Yes, you are.
see
Yes,
how we
you
have
are.
us. Yeah, but I mean, like, I can't give you the facts on fucking whatever. But like, I think hunting is a big, like, it's my dad. That's what my dad always does. Again, I don't do it, but that's because I live in New York City and I'm not hunting any.
Yeah, what are you
like,
gonna hunt, a rat?
yeah, what am I gonna fucking do? I once shot a jackrabbit through a truck and
Ew.
shot it right between its fucking eyes.
Through a truck?
Yeah, it was real hillbilly-ish. We were in my dad's truck.
You were in the truck.
We were in a truck and we pulled
I thought
aside.
you were out of the truck, and I was like, why was the truck involved?
Why was there a truck there?
Why was he there?
But my dad pulled me aside and he goes, "You want to have soup today?" I go, "That sounds good."
No. This would have
Gave me
traumatized me.
Gave me
Go
the
ahead.
gun. He's like, "Shoot that jackrabbit." I go, "Okay." So I shot that jackrabbit right through its eyes. One of the coolest things. It was one time my dad loved
How
me.
old were you?
Oh. Fucking 14, something like that. Around there. Who fucking knows?
14. Wow.
Something like that. Who fucking knows? But hey, we we got our fucking opinions.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If you
What?
asked me to shoot anything, I'd be like, I will shoot
Or
a
go kill
BB
that.
gun at a milk jug. That is my limit. I'll shoot a paintball gun maybe, because
Shoot
even
a
that
paintball
hurts.
gun.
So
Dude, have you ever been paintballing?
no.
Paintballing is so much fun. I haven't done it.
I think I would do it now. I think I
Oh,
would
it'd
do
be
it
so much
now.
fun to do as an adult. Everything's more fun as an
Like,
adult.
I know. I think I'm like cooler now than I was when I was younger, to be honest. So I would
yeah.
definitely do it
Were
now.
were you like a cool person in the sense of like when you were coming
I
up or
doubt it.
whatever?
I don't think so. I
You don't
do
think
not
so?
think so.
You have.
I think I was likable.
likable.
but
Yeah, yeah. You had like
I
friends
was, you
all
know,
over
I
the
was a
fucking
good time.
place.
I was a
You-
good time, but I was not cool by any means.
Not
It was an
cool, no.
awkward little.
Neither was I.
I mean, so I'm still
still
am. I just have accepted it now.
Just
So
yeah.
that's all it is. You just have to accept that you're a weirdo, and that's how you get on in
Yeah.
life.
Sometimes it takes a while, but then you just accept it, and then here we fucking are. Yeah. Hey, did you hear that Dexter was coming back? The TV
I have
show
never
Dexter.
watched Dexter.
Oh, come
Never watched it.
on. You've never seen
I'm so
Dexter?
sorry. Is that your big topic you were
I
excited
just
about?
was. Well, I mean, no, it's literally the last episode
Isn't
I did.
it
I was talking
about-
about country music, and
Is it about like a serial killer or something?
yeah, he's a serial killer, but he only kills bad people.
Maybe I should watch it.
It's
Maybe I
fucking
should.
great. It's a great show. The season finale of that show
I
fucking
just keep
sucks.
watching Grey's Anatomy. So
Same. Okay, we can talk about Grey's Anatomy. I've seen Grey's Anatomy like 5 times
you
through.
watch Grey's Anatomy? What? How have
Yes.
we never talked about this before?
So
my
my
voice just screeched on your podcast.
it's fucking whatever. I fucking my brother's mom, my dad's little fiance, wife, girlfriend, whatever she is, Becky, lovely woman.
One of those.
One of those, yeah. Not officially married, but kind of married, whatever. But she used to watch it, and then I remember I was just sitting with her, and I'd watch it. It was like probably season 5, like midway through the season. Then I just started watching it, and it's now my guilty pleasure that I know that the next seasons have not been good. The last seasons have not been good, but I'm gonna watch the damn thing until it's over. But I think that shows.
I
really
haven't
good.
watched the recent seasons because
They're not.
chose my own. Right, I chose my own like series finale.
Which one did you choose?
After
What
I
did you
will not
choose?
spoil it. Should I spoil it? People have to know already.
If you
right?
fuckers haven't seen Grey's
Right.
Anatomy,
You're right.
Fuck out.
You're right. So after when Derek Shepherd dies,
Oh, just
literally that was the
heartbreaking.
last episode. There was a perfect scene. Meredith is looking out the window of her beautiful house and she's like ready to move on in life. And I was like, and scene.
Hey,
and then I
that's-
haven't watched a single episode after that.
Wow, that is
I've
intriguing.
watched everything before that like many times, but I was like, I don't want to watch it without Derek Shepherd, so I didn't. I might go back at some point and do it, but
Were you more sad about Derek Shepherd dying or Sloan dying?
oh,
Sloan fucking got me.
Sloan hurt.
Sloan got me.
Sloan really hurts.
That was rough.
Derek was more, it was just like he like was the show to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
But,
kind of.
like Mark Sloan, because he kind of came in a little bit later, whatever. That I think that death was sadder.
Yeah,
But the Derek death
that was
like,
some
I don't get
fucking
the show
brilliant
without him.
writing that they did in that fucking show. Though I was like, God damn, when he was his whole arc
Mark
about
Sloan?
leaving
Oh
the
my
show
gosh.
was fucking brilliant. But yeah, that show is people always like, you watch Grey's Anatomy? I'm like, yeah, dude, Grey's Anatomy's fucking awesome. But yeah, those newest seasons, that is surprising me that you've never seen the newest ones. You should try. You should see what you can get through them.
I think I might because
Like
I
just to see what it's like to compare it, because it is kind of really different. And I'm
Yeah,
like, what
and
are
there
we
are some
doing here?
characters that I still liked for a while, so I was like, maybe I'll still watch. But I've
Yeah,
rewatched it so many times at this point that I'm like, okay, maybe I should watch the new part.
do you find yourself doing that? I do that a lot now. I don't even watch. I just started watching Schitt's Creek 2 nights ago.
I haven't started it yet, but everybody I know is obsessed with it.
Yeah, everyone like are you one of those people? For me, I am. It's like people talk about all these new shows, and I feel like, well, I watched someone posted something on like Facebook, and it was like the people that rewatch the same shows are the people that are afraid of like the future, some shit like that. Something like that was way too close to home. Where it was like someone that has anxiety about things
Because
ending.
the,
And I was like,
comfort
oh
of
god,
knowing what's happening.
yeah. It's the comfort of knowing what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
And I was like,
I've
don't
read
you
that
fucking
too,
attack me like that.
Oh.
Like you're fucking right, but like, come on now. Let's not fucking put me on blast.
I haven't watched I watch a lot of new shows, but I haven't recently. When the pandemic started, I realized that I watched like less TV because I was like reading a lot and doing stuff, and all of a sudden I was like, I like don't watch that much TV. Now I just watch a lot of Grace. But
I just watched Grey's. I just play Madden and put TV in the back. But yeah, I rewatched Grey's Anatomy, Office, Parks and Rec, and there's another show that I rewatch. Yeah, but Office is my number one. You think Office is Office is better, Parks and Rec? Which ones do you think is better?
Did you watch them? I like Parks and Rec better.
Okay.
Because I like the style of it better. But I haven't seen I've seen a lot of The Office, but
Office is like my all-time favorite.
Kinds of shows. Mm-hmm. Do you watch them like straight through, like in order?
Yeah, I can't with those ones. I can't do like if I am watching. I think that's another thing. If I'm watching a show, I gotta watch that show like through. If I know it has an ending, I have to like. It's like I don't want to take a break from it and watch another one. So if I start watching The Office season 1, episode 1, I'm watching that for the next however many weeks. That's what I'm doing. I'm so weird with that, but yeah, I do that all the time.
If I'm watching like a drama, like Grey's Anatomy, or when I watch Game of Thrones, I obviously watch it in order. But when I watch like more sitcom-y things, like The Office and Parks and Rec, and like every other kind of sitcom, I watch them like
so really?
out of order.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that with any show.
I don't sit down. Because it started, I used to watch Friends with my mom, and we would watch like the reruns. So it would just be like whenever. And then I never sat down and watched Parks and Rec. I watched when my roommate watched. So I would just watch whatever she was watching. So I never watched them in order. But I could tell you like almost everything that happens in all of them, but I just didn't watch them in order.
Friends is still so goddamn funny to me.
You know, some people would argue, but I agree.
Oh yeah. I get literally the other day someone was like, Friends is literally the worst show ever. Funny. Like Friends, Joey is one of the few characters on TV that I will laugh out loud, like genuinely die laughing at what he's doing. Why? Yeah, he's just so good. If I'm listening,
I'm like, you guys are just being like weird. Like you're just being silly. Like if you watch them, you're like, you're just being like silly actors right now. Like,
you're just being silly gooses.
It's like it wasn't that clever, but like you're just saying things that are ridiculous and it's funny.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, it's fucking. I like always. I'm like.
I used to watch it with my
Joe.
mom all the time, so that's like my thing.
Wait, did you see my new mask?
No. Is it Packers? How you do?
I don't.
That's incredible.
I don't keep moving. Hey, Lauren, do you want to do some segments with me?
Yes.
Okay. Right.
Let's do it.
It's time for Rapid Shots.
That's just 10 questions. Try to say them as fast as you can, okay? You ready?
Okay, I'm ready. All right,
Lauren, Rapid Shots. Favorite musical?
Okay. Newsies.
Favorite Bengals player ever?
Ever? Oh, probably Giovanni Bernard right now, or Rudy Johnson.
Oh,
my dog.
Nice.
My first dog was named after Rudy Johnson.
Oh, really? I like the one with like old school there. You didn't say like the typical
that was the prime time.
All right, name 5 of your favorite country artists.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Maren Morris, Dolly Parton. Sorry, everybody. Have to go back. Shania Twain. What are the guys that I like? Probably Eric Church.
church.
And the Pistol Annies.
The Pistol Annies. There we
Mhm.
go. I like that.
There's probably some other ones that I really love, but I
Yeah.
panicked.
That was hard.
That was my panic list.
This is really list. All right. Favorite board game.
Favorite board game. Clue. I really like Clue.
Ooh, Clue's a good one.
That was not very fast, but yeah, I like Clue.
Who cares? I'll cut it and make it look fast. All right. Worst job you've ever had.
Oh, I used to pass out flyers. One of my odd jobs in the city is it was called brand ambassador, but you just passed out flyers on the
Is
street.
it in
and
Times
I did
Square?
it like in the snow and the cold. It was actually one time it was. There were other places too, but one time I did it in Times Square and it was terrible and cold, and I'm pretty sure it made me sick because I was in the rain.
Fuck that. What annoys you the most?
What annoys me the most?
Like pet peeve or something.
Like inherent meanness. That annoys me when you're just being mean to be mean. That one's kind of a deep one. That's not like a silly one.
That
You
pisses
don't
me
like
off
that
too.
when people are mean for no reason. You can be
Some
sassy.
people
and
are
you can
really
argue.
like that too.
Don't be mean. Just don't be mean. No
Good
need.
girl, Lauren. What's your favorite thing about New York City?
What is my favorite thing about New York City? My favorite thing about New York City is probably all like the different kinds of things you can do, like any type of food, any type of music, so I guess the diversity, because any kind of people, any kind of food, any kind of music, I think that's what it is.
At any time, really. At any time. Not now because of COVID, but you know.
Yeah, well, we're
it used to
trying,
be that way. What's your favorite Disney movie?
Pocahontas.
What's your go-to drunk food?
Oh, potatoes. Absolutely, 100%.
Like, oh wow, what kind?
No, like it's a thing, like a drunk potato. Like I take a full potato and I cook it in the microwave, and I either put olive oil or butter on it.
That's fucking crazy.
No, it's like a known thing that like, oh, Lauren's having a drunk potato.
Is there a reason for that?
I love potatoes.
Like, you don't even like roast them or like, you know, like.
I mean, I do like a microwave bake, which is like you wrap it in a wet paper towel and you put it in the microwave. So trashy. That sounds so trashy.
I love that. I want to try that sometime.
Absolutely. I live it. When I'm drunk, I just want like straight carbs. So I eat a potato.
Yeah, I do too, but like potatoes are the first thing I think of. Like, I'd even do a sandwich over a potato. I mean, like, hey, whatever. That's fucking awesome. All right. Fall, summer, winter, or spring?
Fall.
Is it because of the fucking big sweaters? Like the basic.
It's the sweaters. It's the weather. It's the boots. It's
exactly what Lou said today.
It's the football.
It's the football. It's hey, you did the random shot segment.
Yeah.
Dusty's drunken thoughts, y'all. Here we go. Drunk ass. God damn it.
Usually I kind of do it within the week of whatever, but I knew I was gonna not be drinking. So I just have a compiled list on my phone of all drunken thoughts that I just have sometimes. Because, you know, sometimes you get drunk and then I think about things that I normally wouldn't think about. So I got a couple
that you write them down.
Yeah. We'll mostly do it because of the podcast, but sometimes it's like I just need to talk to somebody about it, and my head is a very weird place sometimes, and people don't think the way I think. But I'm like, I just want to talk about that.
For all of us.
But yeah, now on this,
talk about
I make the people that I have on the show at least either acknowledge it or have to listen to me say it and get their opinions on it. All right, Dusty's drunken thought number 1. I'm bringing this one back because I did this one with the other friend. She didn't like anything about country music and didn't give 2 shits about it. But the ACMs was this year, and they, you know, they did whatever.
And every year.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh,
he's never inviting me on again.
Disrespect me. True, it is every year. The ACMs, the American Country Music Awards, or whatever the fuck. So you know that they've had that fucking thing about Carrie Underwood. There was like a whole thing about Carrie Underwood winning Entertainer of the Year. And people freaking out about it. She hasn't won it in how many years? It wasn't like she's never won it. She's won it twice. But people were freaking.
Won it.
Exactly. But people were freaking out that she needed to win it this year. And granted, she's fucking amazing. She's literally one of my favorites ever. But I was like, Luke Combs needs to win Entertainer of the Year this year, and if he fucking doesn't, I'll be pissed. Well, he doesn't. But what the ACMs did, they fucking they tied it. So they gave it to Thomas Rhett, and then they gave it to Carrie Underwood. And how they thought that was not going to go over well, I have no idea. And I'm like, they were like, well, it was an actual tie. We wanted to stay true because of all the voters. Like, what they should have done was like, okay, so she tied. They tied. They all tied. Do the voting with just those two then and see who gets the most votes.
Yeah, or have like one more. You should, you know what you shouldn't do is you shouldn't have an even number of people.
True, right?
I guess if there's lots of people, but.
Yeah, but I'm almost like, in what world, especially in this day of age, did you think that was going to be a good look for you? It's going to make you look fucking
classic, like everybody gets a trophy.
Yeah, that, and it was like, oh, the girl can't win on her own. We had to put a guy there. Like why? You didn't think that wasn't going to be said?
Yes, Dustin.
What are you thinking here? Either give her the award or let it be Thomas Rhett that won it, which was bullshit that he won it over Luke Combs anyway. But like, whatever. I love Thomas Rhett, but like, fuck you, dude. Luke Combs are everybody. All right. Drunken thought number 2.
I'm ready.
Bus drivers in New York City are crazy fucking talented.
No, you're right.
Like they
gotta swerve.
They gotta swerve.
They gotta get into the spot.
Have you ever been on a bus that's fucking crashed?
No.
And
knock on wood, geez.
when you're on those buses, they be going through fucking things. I'm like, and I'll just be sitting there and I'll go, oh, you're not making that turn, man. You're not making it. They've made it every fucking time.
And then some of them have the like, the squishy part.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? The like double bus and it's got the squishy part and you have to like maneuver that through the
How do they do that?
You're right.
People are always like, I'm like, they're probably the most talented motherfuckers in the entire city. Like it was one day during work on my way back for work, it was like he fucking maneuvered. And it's like, and when they make those maneuvers, they don't have room for error. Like you have to make it, and the room for error that they have is so small. You have to make it with it, and they never fucking hit. And it's fucking
I'm obsessed
crazy
with your
to me.
passion for this right now.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
You should tell them. You should tell the next bus driver that you're with.
Oh yeah, the next person that I see do something like that,
impressive.
I'm like, hey, dude, I couldn't do that. That was fucking impressive, man. I thought we were
standing
crashed every time.
When they make the turn.
And honestly, the cynic in me kind of waiting for one of them to crash. I'd be like, hey, fine, we're not all perfect now, are we?
Well, now that you have spoke it onto your podcast in existence,
it's gonna happen to you, not me. It's gonna happen to you.
Oh, me? Oh, okay, great. Well, I knocked on wood. And that's foolproof. So
3. When TV show characters, I had to write this down because I wanted to get it right. I was watching. It's funny because you like Grey's Anatomy. You know the spinoff show, the Station 19.
Oh yeah.
It's
that's
like
new, right?
Station.
That's a new.
Yeah, it's relatively. They're on like 4
seasons
seasons now. They have 3 seasons, but 4 seasons on the way, I guess. But so it's like in the Grey's Anatomy world. I was watching an episode the other day, and the main character girl said the line, like they're talking like when TV shows. I've seen this numerous times. Though is my issue with it. Characters will be like, funerals aren't my thing. They're not fucking anyone's thing.
Oh yeah.
No one likes, but like they use it to make the character seem like you should feel bad because like someone close to them has died. But then when someone else has another funeral, like I can't go. They're not my thing. Everyone hates funerals. The only one that likes funerals are psychopaths.
I've had this thought before. When someone say, I think I've said like I hate funerals, and I like took a second and I was like, Lauren, everybody hates funerals.
Yeah, but like that's different. But in the TV show, they're making a conscious decision to say that to try to make me feel whatever. It just annoys the fuck out of me.
Try to feel some drama.
Yeah, and I feel like I've heard it way too many times. I'm like, guys, no.
I think they've done that in Grey's Anatomy.
Probably have. They probably have. Can't remember.
I'm almost positive one of them. I think it was when George died.
Oh, that was.
They were like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
My last drunken thought. I decided to rank my all-time favorite celebrity crushes at one point.
Yes.
So I wanted to give them to you, and I wanted to see your opinion on them, and then you can give me yours if you have any.
All right, I'm ready.
And I shit you not, I was drinking one night and just decided to write these down. Yes. There are literally 50 drunken thoughts in this notes tab on my phone, and I just picked 4 of them.
I'm gonna start doing this episode.
Yeah, it's pretty fun actually. Because then you look at it,
and write them down.
Yeah, my head goes, especially during quarantine, because a lot of these.
Do you have any that you like don't know what they mean the next day?
I can try to find one, but like sometimes like mostly because I can't spell for shit anyway. So like especially when I'm
drunk.
Especially when I'm drunk. I can't spell when I'm not drunk.
There are many a drunk text I've received that I was like, Dustin, I don't know what you're saying.
What the fuck you talking about? So this is my So all-time favorite crushes, and I did rank them in order too.
Yes.
Number 1.
Give me 5 first. No, you
Go
have to
5.
give
When
me
we
the-
go 5 first. Okay.
Wait,
5?
is number 1 your like biggest crush?
Yeah, number 1's like.
Yeah. Okay. I want number 5 first.
All right,
Let's go
5.
on. Mhm.
Margot Robbie.
Yes.
Margot
Ooh,
Robbie's
interesting
5.
choice.
It's the Australian shit, man.
Okay. All right. I hear you.
Fucking love it. Number 4, Kate Beckinsale.
Okay.
Obsessed with her in Pearl Harbor.
I haven't seen
Obsessed.
that movie.
Oh, come
I
on.
don't know who she is. I need to look her face up.
She's the one that like was dating Pete Davidson, and everyone was like, she was like really old, and she's older
I'm
than
like
him.
really
and stuff.
bad with actresses' names.
Yeah, she's in Pearl Harbor, and she's
How do you spell
fucking
her name?
just.
Kate Beckinsale.
Don't ask me how that. No, that's how to spell it. I don't know.
I found it. Let me see her face.
She's fucking gorgeous.
Oh yeah, she's gorgeous.
She's pretty, and she's like British. So
That's it right there.
the accents fucking get me.
Mm.
Accents, whatever. Number 3, Reese Witherspoon.
Nice, a classic.
Reese, yeah, she's just classic. She's just a next door neighbor girl, which is like perfect. Number 2, Shakira. I fucking love
Shakira and
Shakira.
Reese Witherspoon are
Yeah,
so
very different. Very different.
I mean,
Dancers are the
Did you lose
sexiest
it?
fucking thing to me. Like if you can dance, I can't dance. If you're a good dancer,
so you're like, I'm
immediately
here
in
for
love
it.
with you. Immediately in love
Did you
with
love the halftime show then this past year?
I downloaded it on my
Are you
YouTube
obsessed?
and I watched it on my way to work all the
As
time.
you did. As you did.
Okay. That's a little creepy,
As
but
you
like
should.
it was fucking awesome. Jennifer
I don't
Lopez
think it's
killed it.
creepy.
Shakira, when she did the died. Fucking died.
You're like, and I'm finished. Thank you very much.
I was like, get the fuck out of here.
That
Shakira.
is the end of my night.
Yeah. And number 1,
All right, let's hear number 1.
Jennifer Aniston.
Really?
Yeah. Obsessed.
She's kind of timeless too.
Yeah. She's just perfect all the time.
She's timeless.
Everything she did.
Cute, smart, all the good
Cute,
things.
smart, brilliant. I love you, Jennifer Aniston.
Shout
Do you
out.
have any on the top of
Shout
your
out.
head?
You know who's on the top of my head all the time
Who?
is Sterling Brown.
Oh, from
Sterling
this
K.
like
Brown. From This Is Us, from Black Panther.
yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
he's fucking fire. That dude's good. That show's coming back, I think. I think
This Is
so.
Us?
Yeah, I
I
think
watched
so.
some of it. I didn't finish it. I'm trying to think who else are my celebrity crushes that I just love. All the ones that are coming to my head right now were from Black Panther.
All of them?
Michael B.
Dude,
Jordan.
they got some good ones in
Chadwick
that fucking
Boseman,
movie.
rest in peace.
All right. Well, Lauren, thanks for doing this. Thanks for being on.
Having me.
I appreciate you doing my sober episode.
Yes, thanks for
Lauren,
trying
where
my
can they
silly
where can they
cocktail.
find you? What is there anything you got in the works? Social media, things you got projects
can find
on.
me. You can find me on the Instagram at Lauren Garriot.
Yeah,
I just
give her a
did
follow.
a video, like a dance video that my friend Laura Pierpont did through Cut Dancers at Cut Dancers New York, Cut Dancers of New York. So that's coming soon. I'm
Yeah.
trying to teach a lot. So
She's
fun
fucking
stuff.
amazing, guys.
yeah, we're trying.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for listening. If you're listening, you guys are awesome. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the fucking shit, share it, download it everywhere. Lauren, thank you for being on. You
Thanks,
fucking rule.
Dustin.
Everybody, peace out.